What's up? I'm Nyota and this is QCLTUR.
Way more personally if I want to. I can mind my business, but for you, I know that.
Well, I am half Congolese, half Irish, but I grew up in Cape Town, South Africa. So it's a whole bunch of places, but that's me. Yeah, no, it's super mixed. Not only because there's already so many different cultures. There's Zulu, there's this and that. There's also people who come from all across Africa, from Zimbabwe, from Congo being where my family came and moved to South Africa. It's really like just a melting pot of everything in South Africa, but it's very distinct between like each culture, each tribe, each whatever, but also very accepting to everybody. So it's a very warm environment in general, and I feel like the culture. One main culture just across the entirety of South Africa is just welcoming and yeah, very warm.
All day and night, all day and night, all day.
It's ever since 2019 and then going to New York. I left back for like some family events as well as some show or two at the end of 2022 for like 3 months, and then I came here to Montreal. But ever since then, I have not been back. So a year and a half. I miss everybody, but I'm still always very much in contact with my family. Yeah, all my friends and collaborators.
Like a dresser, the crowd follows not knowing that a sheep is the shepherd. It's a pyramid scheme, a chain.
So as I grew up in South Africa, that's where I started my music. And then I went to New York from like 2019 to 2022, the end of 2022. Which is where I'm still going back and forth between, but now I'm currently here in Montreal. It's all to do with the music and where it's taking me, and just I don't have a solid answer, but it's the music. New York is great. It's huge. It's huge. A lot of people. Everyone is trying to make it there. Everyone is trying to make music and just make something of themselves there. So a lot of the time it can come off as like super like oversaturated. There's a lot of things to do, but it's harder to find it because there's too many things to do. But it's still like one of my favorite places ever. And yeah, New York is a great place to create music, to meet people, to work on your craft as well.
The door in the mist and the fall, it still comes back to me. It still comes back.
No, J-Loops I grew up with in Cape Town, South Africa since we were 15. We met when we were both like 15 or 16. So he's from Cape Town and he's still there, and hopefully he's gonna come through to visit Montreal soon, and just like North America in general, and we can do some travels. But yeah, I've been working with him since 2016. Cape Town is still very much a home for both of us. Yeah, 16. First song, I'm trying to remember the name. It's You Already Know It. I think that's the name of it. It was called You Already Know It, but that's not out anywhere. It was just like the first song. That was like official, the first one that I actually put out. The rest were just, raps that I wrote at home, kept, and those, I still consider those songs, and those were even before the age of 16. But the first one I did put out was in 2016. From then on, now we're here. No, I don't know any of the lyrics. It was also really rubbish. It was really bad. It was really bad. If I remembered it, I would probably still say no, because it was so bad. And I was 16, but when I was 16, it sounded good to me. But right now, I don't remember how my verse went, but I just know the hook was like, you already know it. That's all I remember. The first song I heard? Oh, that's tough. Actually, going back to like the first song that I made, that may be the first song that, it was back in Ireland. I remember I was like maybe 2 or 3 years old, and I made a song on the bed, on my mom's bed, and it's called Waggy Woe, and it was on the little keyboard. That was the first song that I made at 2 years old. But the first song I do remember like really listening to, it's mainly just what my mom would put on during the weekends, like Bob Marley. I don't remember the exact name, but I see cassette tapes of me listening to that, and I have a faint memory of Bob Marley.
60 degrees, baby, take a seat, I want you
No, I mean Bob Marley is definitely like up there, top artist of all time for me for sure. I think that's also for a lot of people top artist of all time. But my favorite artist ranges from people like Mick Jenkins to Robert Glasper, like A Tribe Called Quest. Like there's so many, or No Name, or Saba. There's like there's a bunch of them. Those are some of like my top artists. Yeah, I met Robert Glasper at the Jazz Fest. It was really here Jazz Fest this year. It was fun, really amazing. I brought a poster that said, "This poster is for Robert Glasper." That's what the poster said. And then they saw it and they put it on the the big TV thing at the front. And then after it, they took my poster to the back and they had him sign it. But then afterwards, I managed to meet him outside of the stage, right at the back. I managed to meet him and he was giving like a motivational talk to some of us as artists, and I managed to ask a few questions and he gave some really good advice about traveling and about, just getting how to get your music out there. Then I was like, I'm gonna make sure I get my music to you. And I said, yeah. So I sent stuff to him. So let's see what happens.
Seems unfair when everything we do is do or die, dying to ourselves and then
The Intrusive Thoughts album, back on the 28th of March, which is my birthday. And yeah, that has been in the works for a while because there was like there were a lot of songs from back in 2020 or songs that I had just made that's the same year. So it was like just a mixture of a whole bunch of things that I really wanted to put out there, but it's fine. It had to be done. Intrusive Thoughts. Yeah, it's supposed to be really mad and really intrusive. Just like the title, it's about all the things that are just in my head. The cover was illustrated by his name is LSD, not like LSD, but yeah, but his name is LSD, and he's based in the UK, I believe. Fantastic illustrator, and it was just a picture of me in the middle, white in the background, and it has just things that are on my mind all the time. It had music notes, it had skateboarding, like skateboards and stuff like that, a cup of tea, just like random things, little weird creatures at the bottom that look freaky, and some plants, and just a whole bunch of things around. So yeah, just represent what was in my mind. A new song called Soulless. It's on this Friday, the 27th of September, and it's very special to me. It's coming with a nice music video as well. The song is produced by a good friend of mine, a fantastic musician named Samant, and yeah, he produced it, and it's mastered by Jay Loops, who I've been working with as my engineer since I was 16. Yeah, so it's coming out, and the music video is directed, produced by Mauli. It's a great project altogether, and it has a very cool theme and storyline, but overall the song is just, although the title is called Soulless, overall it's just about, you can say what you want about me, but you can never call me soulless. So that's like a line within the song, but that's the essence of it.
I'm sorry about being an optimist. I mean an alchemist. I'ma make it happen if this.
It's very important. Every single song must have an intention, must have a meaning, because otherwise I don't know what to base anything off of. Even if the intention is to just relax in the song, to get people to listen to the song and then have a relaxed melody, that is the message. But as long as it's, it has underlying tones of optimism, although we can acknowledge different things that lead up to the reason why we feel bad, and we acknowledge our emotions. That's what I like to do with my music, just like acknowledging why we feel the way we feel, and then moving forward in a healthy manner. So it always has like some mental health coping mechanisms that personally work for me. I talk about that, about faith, about God, about myself as well in my music, and I've received some that have really just like, even if it's just one person that sends that message, it means a lot. But there's been a few messages from some back in South Africa, some from maybe, I don't know, somewhere else. I haven't really figured out where everyone is from, but some messages that have said that either it inspired them to, you know, put more effort into making more music, or there's been a message, one of the messages that really touched me from a while back, from this year actually, where someone said that they were considering taking their life as well. And they were like, you know, they listened to a song or two of mine, and they were like, you know, they felt maybe they could help themselves and then have faith and not take their lives. And yeah, so that really meant a lot.
Crawling, hit them with the stillness, now they spawning. They can steal this, they will still miss. Look behind their eyes.
I don't think I have like a very like sad playlist, but I would say music that that kind of makes me reflect a lot and gets me in an emotional space is Saba. He is like one of my favorite artists. He's from Chicago. He's a rapper. He sings. He produces. A lot of his music is very emotional and mental health oriented, but also just about his life and what he goes through because of like where he's from. So just there's a lot of emotion in even just the beats, because he produces the beats that he makes as well, that he raps on. But yeah, there's just something very different about his stuff. But yeah, Saba would be the one.
Range, know your effort doesn't go unnoticed. Been up since 2 a.m. I almost broke my.
A lot of hobbies include skateboarding, a lot of skateboarding and a lot of eating, and just like also going to shows with my friends as well, being outside as well, like being in nature. I like going to like the beach or the forest, despite there being lots of mosquitoes. I like to be outside and moving, especially skateboarding. There's so many good skate spots, although the roads in Montreal are not that good for skating, but there's some good skate parks, such as, I don't even know the name of it. I just know it's in Verdun, somewhere. You get off at like the Deliglis metro, and it's by the water. Not to be confused with the Van Horn skate park, which I hate. You should go to the other one in Verdun, by the water. Because it's like, it's so slippery, and there's not a lot of things to do. I don't know, it's small and slippery, and I just don't like the vibes. I like the one I've ever done the best, for sure. There's a lot more to do. No, in regards to Rock Nation, it's mainly Rock Nation distribution. So I'm not like signed to them as the label side, but it's with distribution. So I'm with Rock Nation distribution for my latest song, and also I've just transferred a lot of my discography over to Rock Nation distribution, just releasing more music through them. It's an evolving relationship with their team, so let's hope and see, where it goes.
I'm a vessel, no, I'm not an experiment. I am not hollow, you cannot make it dent, absorb what I transport.
I would hope so. I would hope Jay-Z would listen to my song. I haven't personally been in contact with Jay-Z, but only the other co-president of Rock Nation, the actual Rock Nation, but not Jay-Z himself just yet. Not yet. Yet being the key word. That's all I gotta say. Then listen to Soulless.